Good morning, boys and girls. Do you have your suitcase packed and ready to go? Can you hear the train coming? It's coming. Hurry up, grab your suitcase. Make sure you have your scrapbook from around the world. You're going to need your Brazil page in your scrapbook. Your Brazil passport sticker, and this bird. Okay? All right. Let's get started. How exciting. So in Brazil, they celebrate Christmas with fireworks. So I thought it would be cool to watch a fireworks display. Let's take a second to see what their fireworks look like. All right, so let's take a second to look at our Brazil page. You are going to need blue, green, and yellow to color with. Blue, green, and yellow. We are no longer in North America. Brazil is down here in South America. So I'm going to use my green marker. I'm going to color around South America. Okay, so this is the first time that we've been to South America. That's exciting. And then for their flag, don't put your green away if you colored South America with green. I'm going to go around the outside of this diamond that's on the flag. The part that's around the diamond is green. So I'm going to real quick go around here so it gives me a little bit of a border so I don't color the diamond. So the diamond is a different color. And then I like to go around the edges. Just gives me a little bit more room. So it's a way that I try to stay inside the lines is by giving me a thicker line. So that way if I go over it a little bit, I may not be outside the lines yet. All right. And then one of my coloring hacks to color a little bit faster is to use the side of the marker where it's a little bit thicker. So it's not skinny. I'm not pushing hard though. I am very picky about my marker tips and I do not like when they get squished. So I'm not pushing hard. And we don't necessarily have to push hard when we write with our pencils either. That's how we break our lid. Alright, so I'm coloring, I was going to say hopefully you guys can see, the outside of the diamond. Well, not the outside of the diamond. I'm coloring around the outside of the diamond, green. And then we're going to color the inside of the diamond yellow. We're not coloring the circle yellow, just the inside of the diamond. I don't need my green back again, so I'm going to put that away and grab my yellow. Okay, and again I'm going to go around the edge. The yellow shows up a lot better on the document camera than I can see just looking at my paper. All right. And then this white line that says, I'm not sure what it says because it's not in English. That stays white. But around the outside of that, these stars are supposed to stay white too. This is going to take lots of control from our hand, okay? So there's a star up here in this top, and we're going to go right around it because that star stays white. And then the rest of the top gets colored blue. That part's pretty easy. But then this white line stays white. And I'm going to draw a circle around all of these stars because they all stay white too. So I'm going to go around all my stars. Again, it's not perfect, but it's the best that we can do. If the map was bigger, or the flag was bigger, or I was using something that had a finer point, maybe I could go around the stars a little bit better, but we'll understand that they are stars and that they're white. So now I'm going to control my hand to make sure that I don't go over the circles that I drew around the stars. I'm going slower on this part because I have to control my hand a little bit more. Okay. This is good practice for writing because we have to go slower when we write, too. Alrighty. This is it for the map and the flag. If you need to pause the video to finish coloring in your map or your flag, go ahead. And then for the bottom part, I have been writing mine in a black marker just so that way you guys can see it because like I said, I don't push hard. And sometimes when I write with pencils, we can't see it. For our picture, I'm gonna use blue and red and maybe black because white is not gonna show up. So maybe I'll use black instead of the white. Okay, so if you need to pause it to finish this part, go ahead. And then I'm going to move down here. So they speak a language called Portuguese in Brazil. And you say Merry Christmas, Feliz Nada. If you remember from yesterday when we went to Mexico, they also said Feliz, but they said Feliz Navidad. And in Brazil, they say Feliz Nada. N-A-T-A. Feliz Nada. And they call Santa Papi Noel. P-A-P-A-I. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that that's what they call their dad too. So in Noel, we say Noel around Christmas time too. So Papa Christmas. Papi Noel brings gifts to children in Brazil. At night, fireworks go off in the sky. And that's what we're going to draw over here is our fireworks. So I'm going to do my white lines first. And come in with a couple of blue. And some red. It's like an exploding firework. And then I'm going to put some stars around the outside. I'll make a star slower for you guys so you can see. Alright, are you ready? Here's how I make my stars. I start at the bottom and I go up, down to make a triangle. And then I go over to make another triangle, and then I go down. That one was kind of big, but that's okay. Go up, down, over, down. Okay? And you don't have to make your stars like this. I'm just showing you how I make my stars. Other people make stars different ways too. Some people make their stars like this, but I'm never very good at it. You could start with your up, and then there's two sides, and then they have feet, right? Make a star like that too. All right. If you need to, what am I doing here? If you need to pause the video to finish drawing your fireworks, writing Papi Noel or Feliz Nada, or coloring in your flag or your map, go ahead and do that. And then we're going to look at our bird. We are please pause. Here it is. This is a tinsel-tailed bird. I knew I had a name. A tinsel-tailed bird. Well, I did forget the tinsel or the ribbon. So first what I want you to do is I would like you to pause the video, color your bird, and then come back and see me. Okay? All right. So I have my bird colored. Now what I would like you to do is I want you to cut around the solid line on the outside. Do not cut the dotted line. We want the two pieces to stay together. So just like the light bulb, we're going to cut around the solid line on the outside. Okay? Go ahead, pause the video, do that, and then come back. All right. So this is what your bird should look like so far. You have it cut out. This dotted line is still intact. What we're going to do is we're going to fold our bird on this dotted line. Okay. And then I put my glue stick away, so I'm going to get my glue stick back out. I'm going to open my bird, and I'm going to put glue on one half of the bird. Okay. Then I'm going to close my bird back up. All right. Now we have our tinsel bird. If you have tinsel that goes on your tree or a piece of ribbon, which I forgot and do not have, this hole right here you can pop out. Remember how we use the pencil for the poinsettias? Take your pencil and poke through here. If an adult has a hole puncher, you could also use that so that way you don't rip the tail off. But that's what that hole is for, is to tie a piece of tinsel to it or a piece of ribbon. This hole is to put a string or maybe it's pencils up. A string or a hook through it, so that way it can hang on your tree. Okay, that one I was able to poke a hole through without ripping. So this one has a hole through it, and I could put a piece of ribbon or a hook like you hang your Christmas ornaments on, and then your bird can hang on your tree. And that is your tinsel-tailed bird from Brazil, where Papa Noel or Papi Noel comes and brings the kids presents, and they say Feliz Nada. So leaving Brazil, I'm wishing you a Feliz Nada. Have a good day, guys.